This is the hero I wanted the most. I got so excited, my computer crashed. Hey guys, today I have a little bit of a different poll video for you guys because I wasn't really thinking of making a video on this. I pulled 3 People's Ancients this weekend, one for one of my moderators and friends, Michael, which is going to be the first one that you see. Just going through the heroes. If you want to pause and see what he's missing, go for it, but realistically it doesn't matter because this is just a first account. Then I'm going to be doing my alt, PRAETUS, and then my main, where you saw the poll that I showed at the beginning of the video. I did not commentate over this live, except for my polls, and I didn't think I would make a video, but I pulled something crazy. So this is going to be about 260 Ancients. Ancients are pretty hard to get. But recently, we've been giving so many freebies. We've gotten so many. It's actually kind of crazy. And everyone has like 70 to 100 Ancients just sitting. So we're going to pull for Pope. First of all, Michael's account, the first account we're doing, he does not have a, in his words, top 3 Lord. He has an A4 he has an A4 IO bar, I mean. He does not have PRAETUS, Ingrid, or Valderon, and that is what we are seeking out, right? And worst case, if we don't pull anything, then we save our pity. That's where we are on this account. But I'm going to give a little bit of a spoiler. We do pull a legendary, and you guys will enjoy seeing what it is. I'll say that much. Anyways, we're just going to, start off pretty small. We get a lot of epics in this, surprisingly. Right here, we're going to, get more epics. The epic rates were kind of crazy, and the legendary rates were crazy for a lot of people too. Not everyone got lucky, but Ancients have been very rewarding ever since the last Pope banner. It's been kind of insane. I'm not sure why, but it feels like everyone's getting great rates on both pulling the Legos and them being the Legos you want. It doesn't apply to everyone, but Ancients feel a lot better than they used to, which is amazing because they should feel as good as possible. Now, we're going to pull again, and then we hit our first Lego. It is a red portal, which means it is a Lord. And, what do we get the guy that needs a lot of things? A freaking Elder. And what was funny about this is I was pulling this for one of my moderators, Michael, right, who needed something better than Elder. And one of my other moderators, Mac, called an Elder beforehand. He said, this is going to be an Elder. And he called it, and it's a freaking Elder. Elder is the worst Ancient Lord. Needs a buff, 100%. Needs a buff. He needs to have at least 2 tile range, and ideally, do better. But that's what we pulled for Michael. So unfortunately, it was kind of trash, and he doesn't really have a use for him. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So that is the first pulls of the day. I'm gonna skip the rest of this. It was pretty uneventful. Let's move on to my alt, PRAETUS. Now, going into this, we had about 100 Ancients, and pulling on PRAETUS was a bad idea. This account does not have Ingrid, but it does have PRAETUS. But the reason why I was pulling was pure, honestly, I can't lie, it was purely to satisfy my urges of pulling, because I had itchy hands, and I couldn't stop myself. And it was also because the PRAETUS was only at A1. A5 Yovar, A1 PRAETUS. So I wanted PRAETUS Awakenings, because A3 is really good, and it would just kind of help the account out a lot. Around here, I was going to stop, but then in the back of my mind, I was like, oh, I could get something. And I kept pulling like a freaking idiot. That's kind of how most of these videos start, or really most of my pulls. But here we're going to hit the Lego. And this was a little unexpected because I was nowhere near pity, but it was a Lord, and it was PRAETUS. Let's go. I was so happy to see this guy. The rates on Ancient banners really do work. It's like a 50% chance, if not higher, to get what the rate up is. And holy, was this exciting. And that is A2 PRAETUS. Obviously, after the PRAETUS, I was like, what if I get another PRAETUS for A3? So I kept on pulling. You know how it is. I mean, realistically, I don't have self-control. Do you guys have self-control? Because I know I sure as hell don't. If anyone has self-control, please let me know, because I need to know y'all's secrets, because I don't know how the hell this stuff works. It's so freaking confusing, man. But at the end of the day, you know, as long as you have fun, right? Obviously, we're not going to get anything else because this game gave us what we wanted already, and you don't get twice of what you wanted. So we're going to end off with a single PRAETUS on PRAETUSy, but I mean, it's in the name, PRAETUSy. We were bound to get it after a while, right? Like, come on. I ended up also scrounging up a ton of polls after this, and I didn't get anything. So, with PRAETUSy's polls out of the way, I mean, I think the rest were just like a bunch of rares. Let's go to my account pretty quickly. So, before I get into showing the polls, bear with me here. I have to go over a bit of backstory. Here I'm on my alt account, PRAETUSy, because if I showed you the gallery on my main account, it would spoil things. The main thing going into this, I wanted 3 things. Number 1, the main reason why I pulled was to get UREDIN copies. On my main account, I have an A5 UREDIN and a spare UREDIN copy. I also have an A0 Diao-chan. So I'm thinking of resetting my UREDIN, putting my spare one in, getting an unpolished, but it would use a reset book. But I'd get an A1 Diao-chan. So my goal was, since I wasn't at Pity, and I didn't have enough ancients to get to Pity, I would go for a UREDIN copy and try to get more unpolished soulstones back, so that I get more bang for my, reset book. That was the main reason why I was pulling. The other reasons are because there are a couple heroes that I really wanted. One was Ymrit. Ymrit is debatably the best GVG unit in the game. Really, really good. Extra PRAETUSes would have been very good. My PRAETUS was only only A1 on my main account. Valderon or Gone would have been really good, especially since now with single target arena, even though at the time I wasn't thinking about it because it wasn't out yet. These two are really, really good for it. And I wanted Ardea. Cyrus would have been cool too, but realistically, and Sulkadins as well. Realistically, it was for Ymrit, it was for UREDIN, and it was for heroes I didn't have or I wanted Awakening. That's what I pulled for. So, let's see what I got. Oh my god, I didn't record it, because I was doing like a 10 pull to get UREDIN on my account. Didn't record it, because I wanted to save for a Ymrit banner, and I got fucking Ymrit! Every single time, my best pulls are off camera. They're off camera. This is the hero I wanted the most. I don't know why the resolution is so weird. Why are there the borders on the side? I got so excited my computer crashed or like the screen turned off because I moved my computer too much. Holy shit. What the fuck? No, you guys didn't get to see what happened to me, but I looked at my Pity on this is my main account, by the way, right? I went in, I looked at my Pity. I realized I was like 130 into Pity, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna do like 10, 20 pulls, and then I'm gonna save for a Ymrit banner because I need Ymrit for GVG. My account is bricked without Ymrit. Ymrit, Cyrus, Valderon, these are the only things I need. And then I pulled 20 shards to try to get a UREDIN and build Pity. And I pulled fucking Ymrit, and the second I saw the animation, I thought it was gonna be Pope. And I was like, wait, why is there such a long pause? And it's fucking Ymrit. Holy shit. Sorry I didn't get to record it, but yeah, that's a great send-off for this week. Awakening on Pope for my account. And honestly, I'm gonna restart my computer and I might as well pull the rest. I don't know why there's black borders. I'm so sorry. I'm delirious at this point. Okay, and now that I'm calmed down and the thing is actually freaking working, I'm gonna pull the rest of my 60 because I would like UREDIN copies. The reason why I was pulling, and I didn't articulate this because I was kind of hyped, is I have 3 unpolished in my UREDIN, and 3 UREDIN copies, obviously, and I want to reset them back. So I want to get those 3 unpolished back. I want to put 1 into Diao-chan for her A1. Currently, I'm doing Arena, and the only reason why I pulled 1020 off screen or off camera was just to try to get UREDINs to get Diao's A1, right? That's all I wanted. And then I pulled my most wanted. Anyways, we're gonna pull the rest, and I'm hoping for a UREDIN. If I don't get a UREDIN, that's okay. Here we're gonna start off with some blues. I really don't care what I pull. I mean, it would be good to save for Valderon, but it's fine. You know, I want Valderon, but his A3 is really when he starts being good, and it's only really for like single target arena. So, yeah. That's a Lego, isn't it? Oh my god, it's a Lego again. Oh my god, it's a normal Lego. Is this UREDIN? Please, please, please. 50x come in clutch. Come on. Come on, that would be so hyped. That's the first time I have ever pulled a hero you could pull on normal summons. It's good though. I'm happy for Constance. That's, I think, A3. Here, let me check. I'll awaken her later. Let's see. Constance is Arbiter Tank. Yeah, that is A3, which is an amazing awakening. It gives her like extra attack, which is her whole purpose. I'm super happy about that. That is hype. Here we're gonna get another epic. It's very unlikely that we pull anything else. Elysia, very cool. I like Elysia a lot. Okay, another epic. I'm just skipping through, and that's the final 10 pull of a very crazy summoning session for me. That, I mean, it was freaking wild. We get epics, and now that brings me to about 56. No, it brings me about 60 or so into pity for the next ancient banner, which is really, really sick. So I'm so happy. You guys have no idea. Literally, like this month, I got my first Ajax and now my first Ymrit. For those of you who don't know, Ymrit is debatably the best GVG unit in the game. There are so many defenses that suck unless you have Ymrit. And I needed Ymrit because my second defense sucks ass. So I can put him in with some, you know, nightmare units, for example, and just have more variation. Ymrit is so good against air, ground, swarms, single target. He's amazing. He's freaking disgustingly strong. So thank you guys so much for watching. I guess I was not expecting to even make a video of my summons this weekend, but now I think I have to. So like and subscribe or something. I'm gonna go celebrate now and play with my new Ymrit. Hope you guys pulled something pretty good as well. And that's it for me. Destined signing out.